And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Wilson Richter, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how do you do it? Teach me something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this
time,
with
when,
you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smizing.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday. We made it. Yay. We can clap to that. You know what I'm saying? We made it. Yeah. We made it. Yes. Yes, we made it. We made it, y'all. With my runny nose and everything. It's all good. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful one. Fellas in the house, you know what I'm saying? I'll be saying hi to them here in a second, but hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful Friday. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to have some fun today, too. There's a lot of fun stuff going on today. There's a few things that I didn't get a chance to do yesterday, and it all revolves around a few things like the Ask Pascal segment. Right when I started doing that, the internet just completely shut down on us. We had to reboot everything. So I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to do this again tomorrow, because we literally had just started and then everything got shut off. So I will be doing the Ask Pascal segment today. There's a bunch of other things. We got games. We got all that kind of stuff. We got some fun things going on. Actually, some people are in the show right now. Some people are watching. First off, I would love to see the numbers go back. I would love to see the likes go up, okay? Today, I'm giving back. Today, I'm going to be giving somebody in the show, I will be cash apping somebody in the show $50. Yes, I said it. Today's Fan Appreciation Day, Family Appreciation Day. And I said that I was going to be giving away, or I'd be giving as much as I can. I said it. Okay? It happened last week. Exactly. See how attentive he is? He's so attentive. Thank you. Yes. Why did I go straight into the Hercules? Yes. But anyway, today I will be giving. I am in the mood for giving. Okay? So, I'm going to give $50. First off, there's a few rules. One of them is that you have to call into the show. Not right now. When I say you can call into the show. Jack will have one good, decent question for our pop quiz hotshot, because we will be doing a pop quiz hotshot amongst us, because we're going to have some fun today. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. There's a reason for us to have a really good time today. So I feel like, and I'm not joking around, I ain't messing around, y'all. Okay? I said what I said, and I said what I said. Okay? So, remember, you must have CashApp. Okay? That's number one. Numero uno. Okay? 2, you have to call into the show. It would be even better if you were able to Skype into the show, because we'd love to see your face as you do one question live on the show. You answer one question, you get it right, we move on. Right? I'm going to try to do this every single week. I'm going to try. Because this is money that's coming out of my own pocket. This is coming from me. Okay? I want to gift somebody out there $50. But you gotta work for it a little bit. You know, you can't just call in and just go, You're the 5th caller. Congratulations. Yay. No, not today. Not today. Okay? You have to answer one question. You have to call in or Skype in. It'd be nicer if you Skyped in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Between you and me, it'd be better. Just a little hint. It may be better if you Skype in. You feel me? So you either call in 314-766-4581 or you Skype in to the Pascal Show Skype. And we talk. You do this little pop quiz. Maybe it might be a little bit better if you Skype in. That's all I'm going to say. I think I've made it very clear. It may be better if we video chat with you. We get to see the face in all of its glory. And you may, and if you get this a question right, you may win some really good money that you could use towards whatever, your power bill, your cell phone bill, shoot, a meal with your family, whatever. You name it, whatever you want it to be. It's your money once you win, once you answer the question right. Okay? For everybody who's starting to walk in, starting to file into the show, good morning to all y'all. Fam, please give everybody a heads up of what's going on. Okay? Let them know what the deal is, what the dealio is. Like I said, very simple rules. Must have CashApp. I'm not going to PayPal nobody. I'm not going to Venmo nobody. I'm not going to Zelle. Apparently that's a new one. Nobody. I need CashApp. CashApp. Okay? You call in or Skype in. Like I said, it'd be better if you Skype. Get it? It may be a lot more lucrative. There you go. Okay? Skype in. And you have to answer one question from Jack. Jack, I'm sure, is going to be, I'm sure his eyes have lit up. Yeah, there you go. Now he's just looking like he's taking
just over here Googling unanswerable questions.
Exactly. He looks like he's taking a very intense dump right now. You know what I mean? It's like, he's like, it's pleasurable, but it's painful at the same. Should I be liking this poop? So.
You should always be happy when you poop.
You should always.
Oh.
Oh, dear God. Why is poop so funny? Anyway. Okay, so there it is, guys. Simple as that. No PayPal. No Zelle. Hippie Buddha's being hilarious to me. Seriously. Call in, Skype in. You answer one question. Boom. Boom shakalaka. You win $50. It's simple as that. Through Cash App. Brought to you by the Pascal Show. See what I'm saying? Because we don't have a sponsor for it. Sponsors, holla at me, man. Just saying. I would love to give everybody like free flat screen TVs. You know, let me get my Ellen on. Let me get my Oprah on. Real talk. I'm waiting.
What you should be doing.
Say that again.
What you're doing is giving out a free discount code to be able to get a hoodie or a shirt from teespring.com.
You know what? That's what I love. Oh yeah, you know, I love what you just said because you know we don't have a commercial or anything. Not like we have a commercial or anything, but yeah. Funny that you mentioned it. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, shameless plug. Go and get that merch, babies. Go and get that merch. I think the link in our description box is broken. Could you repost it? Do you mind?
I reposted it up here in the chat just a little bit ago, but I'll put it again.
If you don't mind, that'd be great. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Anyway, we got to go into the news because there's a lot to talk about. Obviously, we got some things like Biden bombs Syria. Okay. Like I said. And no. Just so you know, no. The new design is up right now, live on Teespring right now. So go check it out. You can get it in tank tops, t-shirts, hoodie, mugs, masks, you name it. It's all down there. The new design is finally up. Thank you to Jack for finally putting that up. We had some issues. It's not on him. It's not on him. We just had some issues. But go ahead. Sorry.
If you go on, you can go to teespring.com/COVID crazy.
Oh, there you go.
And you'll be able to pull that up.
Dope.
And you know what? I was really proud of myself. I think that the wraparound joggers and the leggings actually look really dope. So
there's leggings and joggers?
Yeah.
Wait, what? No. Hold up.
I don't know if you can pull up your screen and like share it or something. I think they look pretty.
Yeah, we are definitely taking a left turn here. We're going to look at this. Okay, so let's go. teespring.com
/COVID crazy.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Oh, wow. Wow. That's kind of cool. Okay. Sorry.
Some, beautiful beef designer clothing line right here.
Yeah, you know, we're taking over the world. Okay, so COVID crazy right here. You can get it in a poster, a mug, freaking leggings, bruh. That's hilarious.
You click on you click on the thing. You can like go around it.
Oh,
look,
wow.
On the left side, you can go like left, right, back view and stuff.
Bruh, this is hilarious. Whoa. Well,
yeah. I worked on it for a little bit because the positioning's kind of weird with it, but I think it came out better than I expected.
It's a wrap around the body.
Yeah, they're the full wraps.
So the thing is the head is over here, I noticed.
It's so weird, but I think they're kind of cool looking.
It's a little abstract. But there you go, guys. T-shirts. Oh, wait. That's nuts. That's hilarious. Well, there you have it, guys. See, now she's been waiting for the new merch. She's been waiting for a new design. There it is. There you have it. It is real. It is in all its glory right now on our Teespring merch, in our Teespring merch store. So there you have it, guys. That's very cool. That's very cool. The yeah, I need to make some more leggings though with like other stuff. That's kind of cool. That's hella cool. Yeah. Interesting. What on earth is on the crotch? You know what? Let me see what she's talking about. Oh, that's
maybe some stuff is positioned kind of weird.
That's the that's a disinfectant spray, but it does kind of look like a beer can of
they're
something
eye-catchy,
else.
Aren't they?
Yeah, my face is gone. It's disappeared. It's like up here in the belly button. But yeah, interesting. Interesting. This is hilarious.
I want to get a pair. I'll be the model for those.
Please do. Please do. Just make sure you do like at least 3 months of squats. Nothing but squats. You know what I mean? Your booty got to be popping in these leggings. You feel me? You got to get those calves like looking like tree trunks. You feel me? But that's very cool. So there you go. There you guys have it. You know what I mean? Various things you could do with it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's hilarious. The mask, that's hilarious. Wow, that actually looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. See? So there you go, man. Shameless plug. I'm done doing that. You know, like it's not like we have a commercial or anything, you know? It's not like we have a commercial. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We got to jump into the stories because we got a lot to cover and very little time to do it. Okay? I love all y'all. Happy Friday. Good Friday to all you guys. Good morning and good Friday to all you guys. Okay? Please go check out the merch. The merch. Check out the merch. Check out the merch. Check out the merch. Okay. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. And also remember, I am giving away $50. Okay? You already know the ground rules. For anybody who's filing in right now, be sure to crush that like Crush those like buttons. Send this show all the way up on a positive note today. Please, please, please. Okay, we got to jump into the story. I'm done talking. Biden drops bombs not in Baghdad. No, not that song. Bombs over Baghdad. Not that song. Bombs in Syria. Davis got the story. What's a guam, Brad?
All right, so this is a bit of a complicated situation, but I'm going to simplify it. So if anyone has questions and wants to see sources, you can ask me in Discord, and I'll elaborate on it there. But so basically what happened is that Biden decided to authorize a strike on the border of Syria, basically striking the main infrastructure, which is one of the main roads into the town, to stop Iranian militias from getting in there. Because currently the Iranian militias are fighting ISIS, and for some reason we seem to want to keep the Iranians out of there. But because there's multiple forces in Iran. It's we have ISIS, which is mostly like Sunni religious fascist is a good way to describe them, and so they're one of the major forces in there. The Iranian militias have been fighting them, as well as the main Syrian government under al-Bashar. And so to stop Iran from engaging with Syria and the ISIS there, we struck the main road, which is it was pretty much an infrastructure strike. So this is a road people use to get into the cities and towns for the most part. A lot of places like Pakistan and they might only have 2 roads to get into from Afghanistan or something like that. And so everyone uses these few aisles of travel. So striking this border territory pretty much cuts off a lot of the west from Syria. And a lot of this is because we've been engaged with Iran a lot lately. We've assassinated one of their research scientists, and Iran's been trying to confiscate ships that are going near their territory outside of the 2-mile limitation, which is technically illegal, including oil shipments and other civilian boats that they've confiscated. And so that's pretty much, we're here to work against Iran. It's not as much about ISIS in Syria in this case, because we just want to keep them from, or Biden, I guess, wants to keep them from uniting with other forces in Syria, because some of those forces also want to get rid of ISIS, specifically, what is it called? The Free Syrian Army, which is a bit more of an ethnic nationalist. They're mostly Syrians by blood. And they're backed by Turkey, which is... We saw this earlier with Azerbaijan and Armenia. Armenia is usually backed by us, and Turkey is usually backing Azerbaijan. And we stepped out of the entire situation. So Turkey and Russia pretty much set the current standard of peace in that region. And you may also remember that we abandoned the Kurds in Turkey, which are ethnic Iranians who worked with some Syrian forces against Turkey and Syrian ISIS. So it's complicated in that way that there's multiple allegiances that they're pulling on. But basically, what it boils down to is Iran is pretty much considered our main enemy at the point, not just because of the confiscations of ships, but they've promised attacks on us and we've performed attacks on them. It's just kind of been escalating for a bit. The sea area around the state is particularly dangerous right now. And so that's why we're doing this, is to keep the Iranian militias from hooking up with other groups, other militant groups like the Free Syrian Army and the Syrian National Army, which neither of them are actually the Syrian Army. They're both, insurrection or freedom fighting groups too, whichever one you want to call them, because they range pretty far from being like religious nationalists down to just kind of moderates that want to get rid of al-Bashar because he's a fascist dictator. So there's a lot of variability there. And we want to keep Iran from meeting up with that, because that opens up additional avenues of weapon importations and weapon trading. And so this pretty much blocks all attempts of trade within that region of Syria. And by doing the strike, I think 22 people were killed during the initial strike on the border, but it is going to be one of those things that stops civilians from getting into the area as well as food supplies. This is a problem we've seen with infrastructure strikes before. People in the area that we're supposedly helping end up starving because of that, so they become sympathetic to the forces we are attacking, and ultimately it creates avenues for them to travel through instead of actually blocking them off, because generally these militias are not traveling on their own. They're embedded in civilian populations going into these places. They do occasionally have ties to the local people. So we've seen this in Afghanistan and Pakistan with the movement of Al-Qaeda, which pretty much all escaped to Pakistan as soon as we invaded Afghanistan, because of these like pretty much single roads or pairs of roads that kind of connect that region. And so, yeah, so basically what we're doing indirectly is we are helping ISIS, which is bad, because we want to negate the power of Iran, because Iran's a threat to us. Syria is pretty much not a threat. Turkey's there. They would fight them before us. So there's a lot of people around Syria that keep Syria from being a direct threat to us. On the other hand, Iran is a direct threat to us, or at least it can be. And it's likely that they, about 5 years ago, they started up some new additional nuclear testing underground that was only discovered about a year ago. So there is a buildup of arms in Iran as well. What this would do for the region, I think, is a little more questionable. This is kind of my opinion here. I do think it will ultimately just give them more support to funnel in through the local populations that are not ISIS, because ISIS is a Sunni radical group, and almost all Iranians are Shia. So there's that religious strife between there already, and that's why it's that's why we see some of these divisions of like Syrians that hate each other might attack the Iranians, because there is this ethnic history of conflict, and there's just so many allies. Russia, America have pretty much divided these areas up as who has which as an ally, so they often get played against each other. The same way like our proxy in the Middle East is kind of Israel, like Azerbaijan is Turkey's place in there, and then Syria is kind of Russia's place in there. So it's a lot of us just using these proxy states to fight our wars indirectly, kind of like a Cold War, but it's pretty much guaranteed not to go into a hot war, except for if Russia maybe invades something. We'll probably ignore smaller powers like Turkey and let regional allies take care of it.
It's fascinating that we just got him into office, and this is happening right now already. Bombs are being dropped in Syria. Let's just be real. This could very well be the beginning of a new war. That's one thing I'll give Trump props on. That's the one thing I'll give him props on. He didn't start no wars. There were no wars for 4 years. And as soon as Biden walks in this mug, he's dropping bombs.
The only comparable incident with Trump was when he coordinated with Russia and Syria to strike a Syrian base after Syrian nationals struck one of ours. Russia just pretty much made sure no one was in the area, and then we bombed their runways for military planes.
But I think it's very interesting though that you have somebody who, for the past 4 years before he walked in, before the Biden administration, you had somebody for 4 years. All kinds of crazy stuff was happening. All kinds of bombings, all kinds of murder, mayhem, etc. happened. I mean, shoot, Trump went off and ordered the assassination of I forgot the person's name, but he went off and signed off on assassinations. There were but we didn't see any bombs being dropped. We didn't see any let's just say hints towards a possible war, right? And I mean, literally, it's only been minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's only been minutes that Biden's been in office, and he's already starting to drop bombs and obviously poke the sleeping bear that's been asleep for 4 years so far, which is called war. And I think that's very interesting. Yeah,
it's not surprising. That was one of the major complaints from a lot of people on the left, is that it's pretty much expected that Biden will invade Syria within his first year. This could be a precursor to that. This was kind of expected in general. I guess Biden doing the strike is not a surprise. It's kind of what a lot of far leftists were warning about in the first place, that this would happen as a side effect of his election.
Right.
So that's pretty much what it is. And it's this unfortunate circumstance where Trump actually was working against the military-industrial complex, because he wasn't letting them, engage in all the wars and spending that they wanted to. I mean, that wasn't his goal, but he was fundamentally weakening it by incident. And now I don't know. I think this is a step in the very wrong direction, because we are supporting ISIS, he was still very much there. I mean, it's not hard to find. They have YouTubes. You can go watch YouTube. I mean, like the Taliban has a YouTube channel. You can watch all these people work all day long, setting up bombs and everything. It's not hidden. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And especially since they like to kind of display attacks, in particular bombings on Americans and things. So there's a lot of good sources of information. Plus, the ISIS is very open about what they're doing. They've been there for about 8 years now. They've been there since a lot of the fighting has started in the region. It's pretty, like all the groups have been tracked fairly accurately from the surrounding regions. There are presumably NSA or CIA people inside, because there usually are. And that's why we kind of know like the exact goals of these groups. Because one thing you see in the news is that a lot of people group all the Syrian national movements into one thing, but that's not true. Most of them hate each other because some of them are fascist, some of them are moderates, some of them are Sunni, some of them are Shia. And these tribalisms are a little more important than the national aspect to a lot of people.
I saw that in this article. It said that Russia was only given 4 to 5 minutes warning of the strike. Are they saying that that's from their like their detection systems, or is that from like would we have let Russia know that we were going to do this, or like would we have let Syria know that we were coming to do this?
No, they didn't know ahead of time. So Biden's statement was just that that it was a surprise infrastructure attack because they wanted to stop Iranian militias from entering the area. That's all he said as far as I've seen. If he said anything else, I just haven't read it yet.
Gotcha.
It's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing unfolds, because obviously it's still developing. But I think it's very interesting that, like I said, as soon as he walked in, this is already happening. I just keep thinking, like, why can't we just find ways to find peace? But once again, Democratic Party is kind of known for doing this kind of thing. Constantly the obsession with the Middle East, the obsession with going into war. So in a way, this is not a big surprise. And like I said, no politician is safe on this show. I don't care if you're Trump or not Trump. You will be talked about if you're doing something that that I feel or that everybody else feels is not okay. If you're doing something that's suspect, doing something that's a little weird, we're going to talk about it on the show. Doesn't matter because Biden's not going to be he is not the great white hope for the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? He is not the be all and end all. He is just in a way, he could very well just be the segue to something better. You never know. But we will see. We will definitely see as time goes on. There is also something that I just got sent to me. Shout out to Immortal in Discord. Join our Discord, by the way. There's a big ass fire going on in Compton, California, and we got some footage here. Let's take a look at that.
That breaking news out of California, firefighters battling this huge
This is happening right
fire
now
in an industrial area in Compton. For those who might be familiar, this is in the intersection of North Santa Fe Avenue and East Banning Street in Compton. According to our ABC affiliate there, the fire appears to be at a bus yard. Fire crews responded to the scene shortly after 4:30 this morning, doing the best they can.
Yeah, you can see all the buses there, multiple buses engulfed in flames right now, wooden pallets scorched. You can also, of course, just like Dave mentioned, see the thick plume of black smoke, all the flames. This is a pretty massive fire. Fire crews still on scene trying to put this out right now. The cause of the fire hasn't been determined. We're still working to figure out if anyone was there, if someone might be hurt. How long this might take to put out. So we're going to continue to watch this for you and give you any new updates. But again, this fire burning right now in Compton, California.
That breaking news out of California, firefighters battling this huge.
That is absolutely nuts, guys. Absolutely nuts. That is crazy that's happening right now. They don't even know where it started, how it started, why it started. Look at all that fire. That's insane, y'all. That is absolutely insane. One other thing I do want to point out, because we weren't able to talk about this on the last show, and it has to do with Biden. has to do with Joe Biden. I got to pull it up again, though. Shoot, where is it? Where Joe Biden uses the N-word. We have to talk about it. We most definitely have to talk about it.
You said no?
Yeah. Nuclear warhead. No. And that's another conversation in itself, too. But he had a speech, and he said something. I'm trying to find the clip, though, because I had it, but now it's gone. Shoot. Like, I got the full-on speech, but I'm not trying to do the
Naughty
whole
Mouse
speech.
in here said that he called the Biden Republican light, and then he just brought this up. He goes, well, maybe I have to remove the light.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, Anonymous. Well, there's the full speech, but this is like the full-on speech, y'all. Where the heck is it? Like okay, so here it is. Every like right-wing commentator YouTube channel has covered the fact that he said the N-word. And we need to hear with our own two ears as well. We need to hear for ourselves. But I can't seem to find the actual, maybe it's on Twitter. Maybe that's where I found it. This is something that happened days ago, but we gotta look into it. Okay. Found it. See? Twitter shall always be undefeated. It is the ultimate archive for all kinds
of racist comments.
Of racist everything. But it's just amazing. So, allegedly, he says the N-word in this video. Let's take a look.
I'm eager to hear. Eager to hear next.
I'm going to play that one more time because it happens quick.
I'm eager to hear. Eager to hear next. I'm eager to hear. Eager to hear next. I'm eager to hear.
Hey.
Eager to hear next. I'm eager to hear. Eager to hear next.
Okay.
I'm eager to hear. Eager to hear next. I'm eager to hear. Eager to hear next.
Did you just make a remix out of that?
No, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like it should be a remix. You know what I'm saying? What? It's N-word here next. It sounds like he's saying hard R with a D, like a past tense. You see what I'm saying? Not just a hard R, but with a like ED, like this is past tense.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's a slip of the tongue. Literally, it's a slip, and it's you know he has a speech impediment. You know he has a lot of things going on. Like he's got a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, everybody calls him Sleepy Joe. He has a speech impediment. He stutters on his words. He stumbles on his words a lot. But I feel like a lot of people do that too. Thing is though, maybe there is a longer version of this.
Honestly,
No,
though, I'd be
there
like
isn't.
surprised if this makes much of an effect. I mean, he said unambiguously racist things before, you know, like calling black kids roaches and saying they can be as smart as white kids. I mean, literally calling children insects. So I don't think that would even be as much as a slip of the N-word. I don't know. Whatever.
Right. So there's this other piece. There's another piece here that I want us to hear. Okay. There's another piece here that it's the longer version. It's a few seconds longer, and I want us to hear what he says afterwards because they just kind of took 4 seconds out of the speech and said he said the N-word, and it's kind of like, I mean, maybe, sort of, kind of, maybe. You know, if you squint with one eye and if dust is blasting across your face, you know what I'm saying? I could look like Keanu Reeves too. So let's take a look at this one more time and take a listen because it's a freaking it sounded like he just mushed up a whole bunch of words in one sentence. Like he mushed up a bunch of words and made it one word. You know what I'm saying? People have things like this happen all the time. But let's hear this piece. This one's like 17 seconds long instead of just 4. Let's hear what he's trying to say at the end of the damn sentence, y'all. Shall we?
Challenges Europe and the United States must take on together is broad and complex. And I'm eager to hear. Nigger to hear.
Oh, come on. I thought this was another one. Come on. Ah, that angers me. I thought it was going to be the full video. Blah.
Eager to hear.
No, hold up. That's BS. I don't need to hear. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not TikTok, y'all.
It's like the new Rickroll.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that angers me so much. Hold up. Ooh, wait a second. Maybe this one?
Is broad.
Hold up. I'm checking first. Because I got better things to do than have you guys see another. Okay. Maybe. We're going to try this one. We're going to try this one, dag nabbit. Hopefully we don't get... I don't know what that was. Oh, no rolled?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's try this one.
As Europe and the United States must take on together is broad and complex. And I'm eager to hear. Nigger to hear next. Look, the range.
See, I want to hear the rest of the damn... Ah, that's so annoying, man. Okay, fine. You want to be a pain in the balls? That's fine. But it's funny because they're just using that one moment over and over and over and over and over again.
What does the closed caption say it says?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
What does the closed caption say it says?
The closed captioning on. Well, let's go to the speech then. Let's look at the speech. I don't know if then I got to turn that on. There we go. I don't know exactly where he says it, though, in the speech. It's an 18-minute long speech. That's the only problem. And it happens in 4 seconds. So it's like we can comb through this entire thing. Maybe he says it near the end.
I think it was in the first half, if I remember right. Because I watched most of the town hall just through YouTube videos.
I mean, if somebody knows exactly where it is, Siri says 16 seconds in, 17 minutes in, 16 minutes in. Jesus, hamburger. Okay,
sounds right.
Okay, sounds right. Sure, David. Whatever you say. You said it's probably in the first half. 16 minutes sounds about right.
It's a long speech.
I love you. No, hold up. Let's back it up just a tiny bit. Let's back it up. Okay. And then we're gonna look at this one more time. But apparently he says the N-word. I mean, but I want to see what he says afterwards.
To engage each other or the larger world. The last 4 years have been hard.
Really?
But Europe and the United States have to lead with confidence once more, with faith in our capacities, a commitment to our own renewal, with trust in one another, and the ability of Europe and the United States to meet any challenge to secure our futures together. I know we can do this. We've done it before. Just yesterday, after a 7-month, 300 million mile journey, NASA successfully landed the Perseverance rover on Mars. It's on a mission of exploration. All but Perseverance will range and collect samples from the red planet scientific wonders and bring it home to all of us. That's what we can do together. If our unbound capacities to carry us to Mars and back don't tell us anything else, they tell us we can meet any challenge.
Yeah, we might have gotten rickrolled.
They're like, yeah, it's 16-minute mark. Yep.
We have everything we need.
It could be very well be at the very end of it.
We'll do our part. We'll stand with you. We'll fight for our shared values. We'll meet the challenges of this new moment in history. America's back. So let's get together.
I don't know.
And demonstrate to our great-great-grandchildren when they read about us. That democracy,
This is not it.
democracy functions and works, and together, there's nothing we can't do. So let's get working.
Yeah, this is a different part.
No. Yeah, I don't. Let me see here. Because this, unless I have the wrong speech, which I could very well have the wrong speech. He did do a lot of speeches recently. Son of a gun, man. That's not it either. No, it looks. No, this is it. This is the speech. It's just that. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, it's roughly at the 20-minute mark. Wait, hold on.
20
No, that's
minute
not
mark.
right. No, I'm reading through this right now. Give me a second. Yeah, it says the comments are around the 16-minute mark is what it says on here.
Okay, so it's around the 16-minute mark.
Yeah.
I don't. Son of my God. Hold up.
Friends and outstanding leaders. Chancellor Merkel is broad and complex. And I'm eager to hear. Eager to hear next from my good friends.
It sounds like he's saying, "I'm eager to hear next."
He mixed
like he's
them
literally
together.
just put every word together and just said, "I'm eager to hear. I'm eager to hear next." That's what it sounds like he's saying. But that's it. Like he's not really. Man, he ain't saying the N word. Come on.
I agree.
I feel like it's a. Now. Okay. Now here it is though. Let me pull up the guys here real quick so you guys can be in this discussion as well, or can be seen because that's important. You know, Mama Buck wants to see her son. But here it is. Because we have to entertain the conversation. Because there is another story about. There's been other people who have sat there and said, "Hey, people who have said Martin Luther King Jr. Day, let's just say, right? And they accidentally say Martin Luther such and such Jr., like another word, but it's a derogatory term towards black people as well. Those people have been in trouble, ran through, just dragged through the dirt, ran over, their whole careers just destroyed for having a slip of the tongue, for misspeaking and saying something wrong, right? So I can understand that there's some people on whatever side that they're on might feel like, well, they said this thing, they shouldn't have said that, right? Or I don't understand why they're losing their job when they had a slip of tongue. It's a tough one. It's very much a tough one. Because most of the time, the people that actually end up getting destroyed, their careers are destroyed, is when a group of people rally behind that and urge whoever, the conglomerates or whatever that might be, the higher ups, to take that person down, like to remove them. Like there was a girl, I remember it too, and I was like, man, she said that word. There was a girl that said like something along the lines of Lakers and Knicks, and she smashed the word together, and it sounded like Nakers, but it went viral. I remember we talked about it on the show. It was like last year sometime, and they were saying they said the N word. So, or it came off like she said the N word. From my understanding, that woman had to step down. She had to step down from her job because of saying that. You know what I mean? So there is something about it that seems a little like it's a frustrating situation. You know what I mean? And Anonymous is exactly right. You're right. It's nothing but a whataboutism. You know what I mean? And it very much is. It's kind of like, well, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And the thing is, it's like, okay, the girl who said Nakers, she didn't say the N word. I don't think she should have lost her job. But when somebody says Martin Luther such and such Jr. Day, that is a full-on word. You said the freaking word. Nakers is different from the N word, right? And eager to hear is different than slapping on the N-word. I feel like there's a difference. But the reason why, because I saw that Tammy from the blog is like, I can't even believe Pascal's even giving this a conversation. The reason why I'm bringing this up, and thank you for the comment, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is that everybody on the right is trying to throw him under the bus for saying a word that he didn't say. And I feel like some other people on the other side of the world, like me, like this show, like this platform, should bring it up and say, hey, stop trying to find something when you had somebody else going, great people on both sides. Great people on both sides. So this guy has a speech impediment and says, eager to hear, basically, I'm eager to hear next, right? And they try to throw him under the bus for that. He's already said enough stupid stuff, like David just said before. You know what I mean? He's called black people roaches. He said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. You're not black if you don't vote for me. If you vote for Trump, you ain't black. He's already said enough stupid stuff. He's already said Harris in Biden administration, and he said that with perfect diction. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to this, I'm like, bruh, this dude just made it. This is a mistake. A little mistake. We got a phone call. I'm going to take it. Why not? Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Wrong number, sorry.
No worries, brother. Peace. It's interesting because
Stage fright.
What's funny? What's funny is that's a New York number, and he's calling a 314 number, and he's saying, "Whoops, wrong number." So I wonder who he's calling that has a 314 number. That's very interesting. Anyway, appreciate the phone call though. It's great. But anyway, this is something I wanted to point out. It's not like he deliberately said, you know what I'm saying? Like he made up his own word. That was an interesting word. That maybe sounded like it, but it sounded like a past tense such and such word. You know what I mean? And I think that the people need to stop trying to dig for something that isn't even there. That's what I think on that story. You know? You got to find something, like you find something else to do. And that's definitely not that. You know what I'm saying? Jack?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, it sounds like a stretch. And, you know, I the first thing I thought the first time we heard it, and then he repeated again to clarify eager, you know, it sounded just like that this was his stutter and speech impediment coming into action and play.
Yes, it kind of sounds like it, but it's not really him saying it, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like it, but it's like he made up his own word. Like, maybe it's a new racial slur. I don't know. But it's not a racial slur I've ever heard before. And I've been called many things. And I ain't never heard that before. So, I don't know. It's very interesting. And like I said, he has said worse things. Yeah. Worse things. Worse things. Shoot, he had bills pushed for to incarcerate and throw black people into prison for possession of crack cocaine, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we could talk about his whole freaking racist career, you know? His whole timeline of racist crap. Same thing with Kamala, but that's a whole other conversation. But she smokes weed and she listens to Tupac. She smoked weed and listens to Tupac.
Before the album even came out.
Before the album even came out, exactly. I used to smoke weed and listen to Tupac in college. Bruh, you were in college when Tupac was still a child. What are you talking about? Shut your face. Shut your face. You don't know nothing. You know what I mean? So, just saying. So that's the thing, y'all. I wanted to pull that up because I was like, man, we definitely need to talk about that for sure. Yeah, so we're going to move on to the next thing, though. Right quick. This is a quick one. Excuse me. Prince Harry. As you know, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been doing the the infamous Megxit, or this has been a Megxit kind of situation. He recently went to, he did an interview where he had an interview with James Corden, and I guess it was their own, it was just like him spending the afternoon with James, and they had a conversation about why Harry and like a little bit of more of the story of like what was going on behind the scenes with their reason of like basically leaving the royal family. And he said, I had to get out of there. This is what Harry said. I had to get my family out of there. He says that it was a toxic. He blames toxic press for driving him out of Britain, as he's talking to James Corden, and it's very interesting. So Prince Harry has today claimed that he and Meghan Markle never walked away from the royal family, and he did what any father or husband would do by emigrating to Los Angeles from London, declaring, I had to get my family out of there. The Duke of Sussex said the move to California last year was about stepping back rather than stepping down as royals, as he appeared on the Late Late Show with James Corden, and of course he was he had a very exclusive interview with Oprah. I don't even know when that one comes out. I'm wondering, is the Oprah interview out yet or no? That's what I'd like to know. So, in one extraordinary moment, Harry raps the theme tune. Oh, this is the whole interview thing. So he raps the whole theme tune to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air outside the mansion where it was filmed. Before Corden video calls Meghan, who calls her husband Has, and tells him not to buy it because she's done moving. Harry then pops inside to use the toilet before the friends head off to compete in a muddy assault course together. So he has also decided to open up to James about his relationship with Meghan, his son Archie, and their decision to quit the frontline royals, saying the pressure of being in London was destroying my mental health. Branding Britain's media toxic. Describing the couple's decision, he said, it was never walking away. It was just stepping back rather than stepping down. It was a really difficult environment, which I think a lot of people saw. So I did what any other father or husband would do and thought, how do I get my family out of here? But we never walked away. He says, my life is public service. So wherever I am in the world, it's going to be the same thing. As far as I'm concerned, whatever decisions are made on that side in Britain, I will never walk away. So there's that little piece of like what was going on. I know that, and this is just a tiny bit of this article because it's massive. This actual article with covering his interview with Late Late Show host James Corden and of course Prince Harry, and they talk in great detail about what was going on in the why they left, how they left, etc. And the thing is like I'm not some huge royal family connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that they're in LA now. All I know is that he is Prince Harry, and for as long as I've always known, he has been Prince Harry. He fell in love with an actress from LA. They got married, and then all of a sudden, hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. Next thing you know, they're in America, living a very lavish life because, he is the freaking prince, and he got some monies, right? And maybe that's true. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that are speculating a lot of different things. Like, for example, we conversated about this last week, talking about this upcoming interview with Oprah, and we had some things that we said. And the thing is, like I said, I am not well versed in the world of the royal family and what goes on across the pond. I'm not well versed in that. And I know that there were certain things that were said, like about Prince William's and, you know, maybe his feelings about Meghan Markle being of African descent, et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, I don't know everything that's going on, but there's a lot of different speculations and there's a lot of conspiracy theories that do revolve around the fact that she is not Caucasian. That is one part that I know for a fact that is something that is a conspiracy theory. And hence the reason why the royal family, maybe not Prince William, but other members of the royal family were not very inviting, may not have been as inviting with her becoming his boo, right? So there is that. But I think the interview, I just found out, the Oprah interview should be broadcasting on March 7th. I'm sure, and it's a 90-minute interview. So I'm sure that interview will be out, and I'm hoping it will squash every conspiracy theory, every thought that we may have revolving around why they left, why they did the quote unquote, why the Megxit is actually happening, you know? So we'll see what happens. David, what are you going to say?
Yeah, I was actually just kind of looking into their finances earlier because I was kind of wondering what would happen to him. And so it looks like if his mom does cut him off, he's pretty much has no money at all. She's worth about $500 million, which is pretty small. I mean, that's not even the same amount. I mean, it's huge to us, obviously, but compared to like a CEO, it's relatively small. And so like,
hold on, I want to stop you real quick on that because she just put out a thing the other week where she was trying to put a law out that she wouldn't have to disclose her private finances.
Yeah, well, that was from Forbes, so I don't know where they got the information from, but yeah. And
that's
so
funny.
like if you look at things like in Canada, you might theoretically think that Harry can go there because all the public land is crown territory. But what that means, the crown territory doesn't mean the Queen. Crown just means the government that's representing the Queen. Like all of Canada is held in trust of the Queen of Canada, but she doesn't have any power. She doesn't get any money. She can't decide what anything goes with the land. And this is what you see in a lot of the places they have where she owns land, like parts of America, Australia, things like that. It's held in a crown trust by the local government, which means it's a federal body that is what is the exact word? It's it's trusted to the people in that nation. So even though, you know, theoretically the Queen of England is the queen of all these other places, Canada, Australia, and all that, doesn't actually own anything there. And so, like, he can't just show up to these places and be like, oh, I'm a royal. Your government's got to give me up some territory and money. They're not going to do that. It doesn't really work that way. Maybe he could get away with it in England. I don't know. But it's not going to work anywhere else. So my guess is that we probably will be hearing a lot more from him because that's probably is going to be how he's making money if his mother isn't taking care of him. He'll probably do talk shows about this, and he'll do like exposés and books because he's talked. I haven't read much about the celebrity aspect of it, but what little I have seen, he's talked about like that the news was stressful and that you know, people weren't helping him defend his wife against racist claims, Meghan, and there's a few others like that. So, oh yeah, and he was saying how the Queen and other parts of it were pressuring basically the standard way. This is kind of the standard way they do it, where the Queen controls everyone in the family. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be, like that would be considered slavery in most places or everywhere probably. But that's still how they see it in England. Of course, it's not. Of course, they can walk away. I mean, Harry did that, and I don't remember the exact guy's name. Previous prince married a black American, or I think she was black, or she's an American at least, around like the 50s, and he ended up abdicating the throne because of that. Because they didn't want to support him financially anymore. Well, that was part of it. I mean, they also gave her tons of crap, supposedly. I mean, this is like 70 years ago, so sources are kind of old. It's hard to say exactly what happened then. But it sounds like it was a similar case to what Harry is doing, where the news and the papers are striking on the wife, and the actual royal body does not want to step forward and denounce them to help out in that area. Like we know like Harry, for instance, this is one of the few drama stories I know. He was talking about how racism is directly affecting his wife and mentioned his own family. And at the same exact time, they were having a lot of racial problems in soccer. I mean, they still do. If you've ever seen international soccer, especially in England, Arabic, or any of those places, like there's just constantly like N-word slurs being thrown out. Like a lot of international sports leagues, you will see this, unfortunately.
Right, there is. That is very true. There is a lot of that.
So that Royal House spoke out against that, right? They spoke out against the sports aspect, but they refused to say anything about Harry and his wife. And that's kind of, from what I understand, why he was a little offended or like hurt by his family, because they wouldn't stand up for her.
Okay, so I mean, and that could very well. I mean, here it is. I don't know I don't know that part or know that side of the story, but it is. But given the fact that, because that's why we have David here. Given the fact that we have that more intricate side of things, like, okay, in the 1950s, there was another person that married, but then he had to basically, like, he left the royal family because he married somebody outside of his own race. That it was an interracial couple and it was a huge problem. That is very interesting, and it's funny because if that is the case, then it's a repetitive thing, like the saga continues again. And the funny thing is that, like, I don't blame Prince Harry for wanting to step down regardless, because for a fact he already has his feelings about the death of his mother, and all the crazy, shady dealings that go on within the royal family. But like I said, I am not some huge royal family connoisseur. I don't. But I'm not that guy. All I can sit there and say is I do find it very strange that one moment he is married to it seems like a beautiful, wonderful woman, from my understanding, and then the next thing you know, they're going, "We're out of here. We're done. We're out of here." It's like, what? Wait a second. I thought this was supposed to be like, this is like a fairy tale thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like everything that every black girl ever thought that they could never marry a prince type of situation. You know what I mean? That fairy tale wedding and all that stuff. Like, that was proof positive that, yes, our world is starting to open up and expand and be more and be better. And then all of a sudden, we're out. Huh? Why you out? What happened? Why are you out now? Bruh, you were doing just fine. I'm confused. You were doing just fine. So there is something with this that seems a little odd, seems a little offbeat. Doesn't make any sense for something like, let's just say that they got together. Markle, Meghan Markle learns that she's never going to be able to act ever again if she becomes his wife, right? I can see maybe her feeling some type of way about that, but I feel like that would be a deal breaker for her. Oh, you're telling me I can't be a superstar anymore? I can't do movies. I can't do anything else. I'm just stuck being the wife of Prince Harry. And then I can see someone literally going and saying, like her going, I'm done. I'm sorry. I can see that happening. But then have that happen before you get married, right? So there's no reason, that can't be a reason why they just up and left. There's something else going on behind closed doors that they're not going to say. They won't even say it in the Oprah interview. I guarantee you that. Oprah's going to ask the questions and they're going to come out with some trained ass answer. We'll never get the full answer to it. There's no way on God's green earth they're going to expose the entire royal family. That's a legacy. That is a bloodline, history, thousands of years of history, hundreds of years of history. For them to sit there and go, yeah, my family's racist. It will never happen. It'll never happen. Never. They'll use some other excuse, but it will never be the race card. What are you going to say, David?
One of the things, I haven't verified that this is actually a law or whatever, but I heard that the queen, whoever the head royal is, queen or king, would have authority over her children, like basically as soon as they're born, unless she leaves the royal family, and supposedly that was a problem. I don't know if that's actually a law there or not, but that at least sounds like it was definitely an actual worry.
See, like I said, I mean, this is, like I said, I'm definitely going to be watching the interview for sure because I find it fascinating. But I've never found interest in the royal family at all until I remember the day that Princess Diana died. I remember it vividly. And, of course, this moment is a huge moment. Definitely a huge moment for anyone. Real quick before we go into a commercial break, because we definitely got to get into that, there is something I wanted to show you guys, and this is a little bit of a left turn, but I think it's something that we all need to know. We all need to see this. It's knowledge. Knowledge gives you mother-loving power. It is, this is very important. This has to do with things that are going on inside of the police department. Lo and behold, and I'm just going to say this before this starts. Are you even surprised?
CBS News investigation looks into alleged gangs of deputies inside the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Our investigation found these deputies are allegedly encouraged to shoot people as part of their initiation. The California Attorney General launched a civil rights investigation into these claims last month. Maria Elena Salinas spoke exclusively with several deputies who claims these gangs have existed for decades. Maria Elena, good morning to you. This is very, very troubling stuff.
Did you hear that? Gangs within the LA County PD. Gangs. Inner gangs. Okay.
Good morning, Gail. Yes, it is. You know, usually when we think of gangs, we think of street gangs like MS-13 or the Crips or the Bloods. CBS News spoke exclusively with current deputies out of the East Los Angeles station who claim that the LA Sheriff's Department has a huge problem. It's an open secret that deputy gangs have existed within the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department for decades.
They operate as a gang. They commit crimes. They assault people.
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I got to fix something. I just realized something. Sorry, y'all. You guys are just left in the dark. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys.
CBS News investigation.
Wait, hold up. Damn. Let's start that again. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I want you guys to hear it too. Bang.
It's an open secret that deputy gangs have existed within the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department for decades.
They operate as a gang. They commit crimes. They assault people.
Currently, the most prevalent are the bandidos, comprised of mostly Latino deputies who serve predominantly African-American and Latino neighborhoods. These deputies do not want to be identified for fear of reprisal. CBS News has agreed to blur their faces and substitute their voices.
It's based out of East LA, but you know members that have become banditos in East LA have been promoted and they've spread all over the county.
How do they identify themselves?
With a tattoo.
Is there an initiation process to join the gang?
You could say that. They could go from you getting a shooting or, you know, they do anything for these guys.
You said they get...
So tattoos and shootings. I'm pulling that back for a second. Did you just say what I think he said?
Is there an initiation process to join the gang?
You could say that. They could go from you getting a shooting or, you know, they do anything for these guys.
So a shooting, tattoos, and a shooting to get initiated into this thing. Real talk. I'm not making this up, y'all. This is coming from CBS this morning. You know what I'm saying? This is Gail King up in this piece. This is real.
You said they get shootings. What do you mean by that?
If you get in a shooting, that's a definite brownie point.
And according to these deputies, to justify those shootings, they plant weapons on suspects.
planting weapons on suspects. I'm sorry. I just have to. Zippity bop, skibbity bee bop, skaloopity doo. You see what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts.
There's been multiple occasions where they say, hey, we got a guy that has a gun and he's running from us. In reality, that person never had a gun.
Of course.
And
we
would
hear that
say,
story a million times.
It was a phantom gun. It was something that really wasn't there.
So you have personally witnessed that?
Yes.
A lot of these officers are Latinos, so why are they targeting other Latinos? Is it racial profiling? Self-loathing?
They do racial profile. It's like Latino gangs. They target other young Latinos.
Which is what Lisa Vargas has contended all along. Her 21-year-old son, Anthony Vargas, who aspired to be a chef, was shot 13 times by sheriff's deputies while on his way home.
You know, we have videos with his voice and his giggle, and we have to play that. You know, because we don't have his voice no more. We don't have his smile.
Lisa Vargas filed a lawsuit against the County of Los Angeles and the deputies who shot her son. The suit alleges that individuals who shot Anthony were members of the Bandidos gang or prospects, and that membership in the Bandidos gang included using excessive force and shooting those who are unarmed.
Bruh.
They have initiations, and in order for them to become a prospect, their thing is they have to kill somebody.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? To be part of the Bandidos, you have to kill somebody. I'm going to roll that back just a tiny bit so you guys
somebody that's unarmed.
Somebody who's unarmed. Right here. Members of the Bandidos gang or prospects, and that membership in the Bandidos gang included using excessive force and shooting those who are unarmed. That's how you get in. Any prospect is like, you know, somebody who's trying to get into the gang, right? Part of their initiation is either excessive force, using excessive force, and shooting those with that do not have any weapons on them.
Unarmed.
They have initiations, and in order for them to become a prospect, their thing is they have to kill somebody.
That's unbelievable.
Anthony Vargas was shot by Sheriff Deputy Nicholas Perez and Sheriff Deputy Jonathan Rojas. Are they also part of the Bandidos gang or prospects for the Bandidos?
Prospects? Yes.
They're prospects.
How do you know they were prospects?
You know, just personal conversations with them, and them saying that was one of their main goals, to be a part of this gang.
If you refuse to comply with their demands to join the gang, what happens?
They stop giving you backup, which is very dangerous.
What's interesting, you hear that voice, right? Clearly, they didn't want to use their voices at all, to me, because it seems like this guy's reading a script. Like he's just a voice actor, and he's voiceovering what these two men have been saying. That's how deep or how much they're scared of actually exposing the truth about these gangs inside of a police department. This is insane.
They ignore you.
I have seen no evidence of 3 or more deputies engaging in a criminal activity with a unifying symbol whose primary purpose is to commit crime.
LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva has publicly denied the existence of gangs within his department. On a video posted to the LASD website, he warns the department's employees against joining such groups.
Any employee who aligns with a clique or subgroup which engages in any form of misconduct will be held accountable. I do not want you joining these alleged cliques anymore, period.
The Banditos believe they can get away with anything, and you know they're not going to have any type of consequences for their actions.
No one is above the law.
Newly elected LA County District Attorney George Gascon says he is committed to upholding the law.
We take this allegation seriously, and if in fact we believe that there is criminal activity within the sheriff's department, and then we'll deal accordingly.
We need to remember it's not just the mothers.
Lisa, what does justice look like for you and for your entire family?
Justice for me is a whole long list. Because not only is it these officers being held accountable for homicide, for a murder, it's everybody else involved. I want the whole system cleaned out.
A federal grand jury investigation has been convened. Sheriff Villanueva declined to comment. An investigation by the former district attorney's office claims that the deputies, and I quote here, acted in lawful self-defense and defense of others when they used deadly force against Anthony Vargas. Deputies Rojas and Perez deny being members of the Prospects or Bandidos.
Isn't it funny? They always say, oh, yeah, you know, my officers did exactly what they needed to do at that particular time. And I'm not sitting here saying that these cops aren't doing what they need to do at the time that they need to do certain things. But at the same time, that there's still moments, and we see it time and time again. We see footage of it. These cops get caught doing crazy ass ish, get caught red-handed, either planting weapons on people or acting like this person did something, and they escalate the situation even worse. You know what I'm saying? We talk about these things countless times. And then they say, oh, no. And then the department will just either not speak, not in defense of their own brothers and sisters, or they say exactly like this. They make it sound like it's a repetitive script that they keep reading over and over and over again. Let me finish this up, and I'll open up the conversation.
Anthony. Maria Elena, why did sheriff's deputies allegedly target Anthony Vargas?
Well, Anthony Vargas was coming home from a prayer group and a party in his housing project when he was approached by the deputies. Now, there was a robbery nearby. However, the victim of the robbery had described the suspects as 3 male Hispanics between 35 and 40 years old. Anthony Vargas was only 21 years old, and the victim later, when he was shown an array of photos, did not identify Anthony Vargas. Also, there was no DNA or fingerprints on the weapon that the deputies allege that Anthony Vargas had on him. And his case is only one, or his murder is only one of several young Latinos who have died in the hands of alleged deputy gang members.
Something I want to point out. You heard it. No DNA, no fingerprints on the damn weapon. If it was his weapon, he would have his fingerprints and his DNA all over that bee. Where was it? Nothing. This is the same story we've heard a million times over and over and over again. But now, this thing, the plot thickens. The plot thickens, y'all. And now, we got people that are straight up part of a gang inside of the police department in LA. This is not a joke, y'all. This is real life. David.
Yeah, so this actually isn't really that surprising to me at all. There's been studies since the 50s of gang involvement in police structures, especially organized gangs. It's kind of been known. It goes on for a while, and it's not too surprising to me. There's plenty of stories of this for at least the past 70 years. And on top of that, we know roughly 1 to 2% of the armed forces are part of some gang. While I was in specifically, I remember they raided a small group of MS-13, and then there's a group of, I don't know what they called themselves. It was all white people. They ended up busting them, got 2 years of hard labor for selling drugs and stuff. So this is a problem, through the military, and it hits all the police as well, especially larger police stations, it seems. Because, obviously you need more people to kind of create that gang. But yeah, it's not surprising. This is something that's needed oversight for a long time. It's kind of why internal affairs is not really sufficient. It needs to be some sort of separate body that has federal authority to go into cross-state investigations, and that's really the kind of thing they need to start doing. I kind of mentioned it before, that they need to start doing that. What they've been doing lately to try and make it more fair, supposedly, is to pull a police department from a neighboring area to get them to do the investigation. But typically that's always resulted in the same effect of the police policing themselves, which is to say punishments almost never happened, and at worst they get paid leave. So I don't know what percentage of gangs within the police, but it's almost guaranteed that there's a large amount. Especially in places, say, like Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, St. Louis, where you have these huge police departments that are hundreds of people strong, maybe thousands of people. I don't know the exact numbers of all of them, but net worth, you have maybe 3,000 to police in your area there's a good chance that some of them are going to be gang members because, like you said in this, violence is often a proof of being eligible to be in a gang. Some gangs require you to knife people. Some require you to jump them. Some do require you to kill people to get in.
Right.
Often of specific groups. That's not really unusual. We see this in America. It doesn't get talked about as much in America. We see it within gangs of all colors, including whites. The news focuses on it happening in the South between Latino groups, but it's pretty common across the board. And so really there needs to be a separate body that does investigations into this, because as long as the police are investigating themselves, they're not going to find anything wrong because of various reasons. They have the wrong perspective. They're coming from the wrong perspective. They're already loyal to the people that they need to protect, or think they need to protect, which is other officers instead of the civilians in their view a lot of times. So yeah, this is something that does need to be investigated into. One estimate I saw before is that roughly, like, I think 60% of the gangs are in the military are roughly white supremacist oriented, or at least just a white oriented, maybe not necessarily white supremacist. And then like the other 40% is made up of, generally minority gangs that have existed before they got into the military. The difference is within the military, unless they're KKK trying to infiltrate, generally white people get radicalized after they enlist into some sort of gang.
Right.
This is just the way the numbers play out. There might not be a cause behind the disparity of the way they form or anything. It could just be coincidence, but this is a known fact. There's been studies on it. There's even books on it, so it's not surprising. Like I said, the police need to not investigate themselves. We need to create some sort of community-based grassroots organizations or some sort of federally backed organizations that allow civilian local population to investigate these people.
Yeah.
And that's really the only way we're going to be able to find these gangs, because people saying terrible things like, oh, I'm going to go out there and kill myself a criminal today. Another officer might be like, okay, that's cool. But no, that's not right, because he's, to them, they're thinking, to another police, they might be like, oh yeah, he's just talking about criminals. You run into those. And everyone else, they're like, well, he's deciding he has to hurt someone before he's even met them. He's deciding they're a criminal ahead of time. And they might not see it. They don't see it the same way in a lot of cases, or they're just playing fake. It's hard, you can't tell what their actual intent is. So yeah, that's generally the idea of it. So this has been just like I said, it's been a problem for a long time. It was noted during the Prohibition, in particular, that organized gangs controlled a lot of the police departments wholesale bought out by local groups. So this isn't new, and it's the people ignoring it isn't new. So hopefully this is changing, since it's all getting a lot more public.
Yeah, I think that it's important that the police departments, if they are really as corrupt as as we are finding out now more and more, I think that it is important that there's separate departments in a way. Maybe it's the FBI or something like that, or another department, another branch of law enforcement that's investigating on certain things, just in case if there is some shady dealings going on. That's what they're there for. So that they have an unbiased opinion or an unbiased investigation into a particular murder or a police involved shooting, etc. So that we actually get down to the truth, rather than it being some inner workings of, oh, he's a bandito and he's a bandito, and they just wink at each other and like, okay, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be swept under the rug and they'll be protected. I think that when you do something wrong, there needs to be something else. There needs to be, you have HR when something goes on in the office, where those people are investigating that particular situation and all that, right? And I feel like there's a need for that as well in the police departments. Internal affairs, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Even internal affairs can be corrupt as well. You don't know, like, for example, you don't know how deep, let's just say, this particular gang or any gang seeps into a department. They could be all the way up the rung. You know what I mean? They could be all the way up at the top tier. You never know.
A white supremacist could be president.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Like that's never happened.
Who would have thunk that? Who would have thunk that idea? And that's insane. But this is a story that needed to be brought out, and I'm glad that the CBS this morning was able to bring it up, because I mean, you see it in movies like, what is this, a Denzel Washington movie? You know what I mean? Is this Training Day up in this piece? You feel me? Where's Ethan Hawke? You know what I'm saying? Like, and at least Denzel makes it look cool. I'm totally kidding. Don't do it. It's bad. It's wrong. But at the same time, like, we are now at that place where things are starting to get more exposed. And these are not conspiracy theories. These are real things. And now you're having accounts from other people. They are so scared that they are not willing to show their face, y'all. That's how serious this is. And that's how deep this goes. This rabbit hole, I'm sure, goes very far and goes very deep. So, as things go, I'm sure we're going to find out more information as things start to unfold in time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we got to jump into a quick commercial break. But when we come back, well, we got Lady Gaga's dog was stolen. Yeah, we're actually talking about that. And we still have Ask Pascal, so we'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now. Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of the conversation. If this is your first time checking out this show, please go hit that like button on our. Please hit that like button down underneath this feed, please. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's funny because I almost went back to my old days of being on Facebook, and I was saying, please go hit that like button on our Facebook page. That's old school right there. That's hella old school. But anyway, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. We do this show Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I do an evening show Tuesday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please jump on, be a part of the conversation. It'd be great to have you a part of it. Anyway, we got to jump into this next story. Okay. I wasn't going to talk about this. I really wasn't. But it's become such a huge freaking deal. Huge freaking deal. Lady Gaga's dog has been dog-napped. Yes, I said dogs, have been dog-napped. But Jack's got the story. What's up, Mike?
All right. So Lady Gaga has 2 French bulldogs, and she has a dog walker. And there's video that I had sent to Pascal. You're going to pull that up here momentarily. Yeah. But both 2 individuals attacked the dog walker, opening gunfire on him, hitting him, not killing him. He was in stable condition in the hospital. But then they fled with the singer's 2 French bulldogs. So the LAPD is scrutinizing this video to try to figure out to see if they can figure anything from it. But the footage, which was recorded by a home surveillance camera, shows the dog walker on Sierra Bonita Avenue in Hollywood on Wednesday night with a light-colored sedan slows down and stops next to him. Mm-hmm. 2 people get out of the car. And they accost the dog walker, and the victim is heard, no, as he struggles with his attackers. So one man is seen restraining the victim as the other one appears to point a gun. As a gunshot rings out, the victim is seen falling backward as the man raced back to the car. And so he's yelling out for help in the video. Let's see, people said, we heard blood-curdling screams, and then within about a minute, a shot rang out. We just ducked for cover, ran inside, and called 911. We came back out, and the guy was literally bleeding out as the cops and paramedics were coming, and our neighbor was compressing his chest. I didn't know if he was alive or dead, and he gets put on the stretcher and put in the ambulance. Mason added that she had no idea that the victim was Lady Gaga's dog walker and her dogs had been stolen. He was in critical condition, and then I saw another one that said that he was in better condition, so I'm not sure where he currently, what his current condition is. The dogs are still missing, and Lady Gaga is offering a $500,000 reward for the return of her dogs named Koji and Gustav. But the police describe the attackers as men between 20 to 25 years old. But it doesn't seem like they have too much information. I wonder if there's going to be additional video surveillance out there that maybe gets a license plate or faces or something. But if you want to pull up that
I got video. It right here. We are ready to look at this footage. And it says, warning, contains disturbing images and language. So let's take a look, shall we? So, hold up. I'm playing it from the beginning. That's no joke.
It definitely seems like this is planned.
Wow. You hear the gunshot, too. Hold on, let's see what this says here. Car just drives off. This dude was shot in the chest, too. Okay. $500,000. No questions asked, by the way. Lady Gaga is offering $500,000 to whoever returns her dogs. No questions asked. Okay. But
one question I have, and I haven't been able to find this out. What actually happened to the guy? Did he die, or is he in the hospital?
See, that's the thing. Hold up. See, that's the one thing. Okay, hold on. Hold that thought, David, because you're thinking exactly what I'm thinking too. Hold up. Let's just see what the rest of this thing says. They're doing the investigation is ongoing, obviously. They don't know what happened. CNN has reached out to representatives for Gaga for comment. And that's it. They're still waiting to hear something. Okay. All right. So there you have it, guys. Lady Gaga, her dogs, were dog-napped. And there were like French bulldogs or whatever the hell they are. Not trying to say anything bad about the breed of dog. But French bulldogs, they're cute and cuddly looking dogs. You saw them for yourself. And now she is offering $500,000 for the return of her dogs. All right. Now, from my understanding, those kind of dogs are known to be stolen, to get dog napped, because they are I guess they're an expensive breed. Okay.
Well, it's worse than that. They use them in dog fights because they can't fight back.
Or they use them in dog fights because they can't fight back. So these guys pulled up, took the dogs. It just seems so random. Shot this man in the chest. Now, the funny thing to me is this. Everyone's more concerned about the dogs than the actual dog walker. That's what I wanted to point out. David just jumped the gun on me. But other than that, but it's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, what is going on with the dog walker? Him dead or no? What happened? What's going on? What's the story here? Why is everybody so concerned? Here it is. I am not trying to be a dick here. Yes, I cursed, but I'm not trying to be a dick here. I love my dogs. I got 4 of them now. Bruh. From a man who never had dogs in his life to a man who has 4 dogs, you know for a fact that I love my puppies. I love my puppies. Okay? So it's not about that, okay? But there was a person that was actually walking said dogs down the street, and he was shot in the chest, and everyone's going, oh my God, the dogs. What about the man? What about that man who got shot in the chest for innocently walking the dogs down the street? Instead of, and I'm not trying to knock Lady Gaga. I'm not. But $500,000 for her dogs to come back? You know, for a fact, everybody and their mom is going to be showing up and they're going, ding dong, here are your dogs. And they're complete that's a Labradoodle and that is a Yorkie. No, those are not her dogs. Wait for it. There's plenty of crazies out there that are going to try to do something. But everyone's so concerned about the dogs and they don't give a damn about the dog walker. What's up with that?
His name is Ryan Fisher.
Thank you.
Been working with her since 2011. He actually got shot in the chest 4 times. But they said that he's still in the ICU, basically recovering. His brother from Ohio has come in and is with him.
4 times?
Yeah.
He's lucky it didn't burst his heart.
Mr. Super just said, shot in the chest and exposed to COVID.
Man. Yeah.
Death certificate just says COVID.
Say that anyway?
Yeah. I said death certificate just says COVID.
Yeah, no kidding. Forget all the bullet wounds that are in his chest. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Shot in the chest. 9.
This is outside of Fisher's home that he got shot. So I guess he had the dogs with him because Lady Gaga had just landed in Rome.
You're right.
But I imagine that this is something that is probably been planned, right? They probably see him with those dogs all the time.
Yeah.
They waited for him to be outside. It was at night. They probably know that he walks the dogs at night. It was like at 10 p.m. Underneath the cover of darkness, right? So but there is a third dog, Miss Asia, that got away, and the cops did recover that dog. But hopefully he recovers. And maybe he has an idea about who it is. But that's super sad.
Yeah.
You don't think about running in those types of situations, taking that type of job on.
But because to me, this is why I'm so frustrated, because instantly it's $500,000 for the retrieval of her dogs, not $500,000 to find out who shot her dog walker that's been working for her for so many years. And this is somebody who you should be considering family if you're letting them take your dogs for however long you're overseas. I'm not trying to have a beef with Lady Gaga. I'm not. But let's be real here. Yes, you want to get your dogs back, But who shot your boy for those dogs? Get the money on that.
That's
for
the
that
bait.
investigation.
That's the bait. She's like, come here. I got $500,000. No questions asked. Come on. Come show up at my house. Just drop them off at my house.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's a good point there, too. That could very well be it, too. She could be like, come on over here. Come on over. I got $500,000. You got to come in this back here, though. The money's back here.
You got to come through the gate first.
You got to come through the gate, drop off the dogs. I will give you the money. But you got to come in here, though. You got to come here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then go, yeah, so I see that you have my dogs. Yes, I have your dogs. Get them. You know what I mean? Pineapples. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she says. You know what I mean? Sparkles. Whatever it may be. Code word unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Dandelions and cotton candy. And then all of a sudden, all these, you know what I mean?
Right.
Get your hands up. Get your down. You know what I mean? Assume the position. But no. She's going $500,000 just so she can get her dogs back. F the dog walker. Forget the dog walker. You know?
Yeah, I was looking into it. It looks like the dude's still in critical condition. I couldn't find Lady Gaga talking about him at all. So
zero. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. She's not saying nothing about the dude. She's talking about the damn dogs.
You should at least think.
Bruh. Yeah. She's not going, I'm so concerned about my friend. Trust me. Any person that you trust to watch your dogs is instantly family. That is so personal. That is so personal. They're watching your dogs. Those dogs are your babies, right? Obviously, she's willing to throw $500,000 on their asses. But really, you're not even concerned about the person that's dog sitting your dogs. You are just going, I just want my dogs back. I don't care what happened to the dog. I just want my dog back. I just want them back. That doesn't make any sense to me, guys. That's wrong. To me, the response on this thing is wrong. The news is talking about the dogs and not talking about the dog walker. What's his name again? Ryan? His name was Ryan? Yep. Ryan. His name is Ryan. And no one's talking about Ryan the dog walker. They're talking about
good news, though.
Ryan Fisher.
This is good news. That's just
they're talking about the French bulldogs. They're talking about the freaking, I don't even know, Asia and kerfuffle and sauerkraut. It's like it doesn't matter about what the man, what this man did and his well-being. No one cares. Yeah. They're like, oh, once again, her dogs are gone. Oh my God, what about the dude that got shot 4 times? I thought he only got shot once. When I read about this story earlier yesterday, he was shot once. He got shot 4 times and no one gives a damn. Bruh.
I do have good news. It just released this article while we were doing the show, but it looks like he just went into stable condition and was able to text his friend and said that he's breathing on his own now.
That's good.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's great freaking news. But like I said, the media is talking about the dogs. Lady Gaga is talking about the dogs. What about the dude that actually was the one that was accosted? You know, the one that was violently, the violence was put upon. The dogs, only worst thing that the dogs have right now is that they're in a different area that they've never seen before. They have different smells in their environment, and maybe they're not getting the treats that they used to get. Hopefully that's the worst case scenario. You know what I mean? Hopefully they're not being used in a dog fighting ring. Can you imagine that? Lady Gaga's dogs in a dog fighting ring? Like, they'd be like, what is this? I don't understand what's going on. You know, nothing's fluffy in here. Nothing.
It's funny.
What?
Ryan Fisher's friend, this guy Pescatore, who's like giving comments on these articles and stuff, he said, I just want the world to know the man behind Lady Gaga's dogs and other people's dogs. And this man deserves recognition. He was the one that was shot. He was the one protecting her dogs.
Right.
And not enough people are focusing on that.
Thank you.
So
exactly. You know what? Malia from Australia, all the way from Australia, comes in with a zinger. I got to read this comment, and this could very well be a good point here. She said, plot twist. It may come out. Get it? Come out. It may come out. He may have been in on it, but it went wrong. She said, calling it now. You know what? That could very well be it too. You know what I'm saying? It could very well be it as well. She may have, or he may have said, hey, I'm going to be walking with these dogs. You know, these are very expensive, and they're Lady Gaga dogs. I'm going to be walking down this street at this time. Just pull up, get the dogs. Or can you find somebody that can do this where I'm not connected with these guys at all? Maybe. And then one guy is just bloodthirsty and went pop, 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 and then took the dogs. That could very well be it too. That's very Lifetime movie-ish, but yes, I could see that happening for sure. You know? So, I mean, obviously time will tell. Time will only tell as we find out more and more. Like I said, hopefully the dogs are brought back. Maybe they're gone for good. We never know. But I'm sorry. Lady Gaga, I'm sorry. Let me just say this respectfully. Lady Gaga, you should be more concerned about the dog walker. Or you should be as concerned. Let's just say that. As concerned. As concerned as you are with the dogs, you should be just as concerned about Ryan Fisher. That was your dog walker. Remember him? Yeah.
What if
he
it
was
was
shot
the
in the chest?
Banditos?
He was shot in the chest 4 times. Real talk. You should most definitely care. And if it was the Banditos, then I don't know. Maybe that's the weirdest thing that a prospect ever had to do, which would be interesting. You want me to do what? For initiation? Wait, I have to almost kill somebody, though. But I get these dogs? Okay. Maybe. But anyway, time will tell.
I guess
time will tell.
Funny for us to watch.
Huh? Say again?
I got something funny for us to watch. It's only 30 seconds. I'll send it to you on Skype.
Okay. I'm going to jump over to this next thing because I got to wrap up the show, unfortunately. Last bit of the show is it's time for Ask Pascal, y'all. This is something I was trying to do yesterday and all that. And, I was trying to do yesterday and suddenly the internet shut out on me. Maybe the internet gods did not want me to do this, but we are going to do this now. Okay. So once again, for those of y'all who have been a part of the conversation, yesterday I told everybody that I was doing a new segment or new segments on the show. One of them is called Ask Pascal, where you go to our Discord. Definitely join our Discord, and you can ask me anything you want. It could be anything from personal to, something that's personal for you, or something personal, a personal question that you want to ask me, etc. Anything you want to ask, you ask right there on the Pascal Show. Ask Pascal segment on our Discord. So join our Discord. Just keep it tasteful and keep it respectful, okay? Or those questions will never be asked, okay? And then you'll get banned. I'll just say that too. Okay? So let us go into this. Now, Immortal Badass just asked this. Shout out to Immortal. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, man. He says, you teased us, and this is what I was trying to answer this yesterday, and I got cut off. So we're just starting from the very beginning. And I'm going to take a few questions today. All right? So you teased us with the set. You teased us with a set change for like a week. Is that still happening, or did you change your mind? Okay, so he's talking about the set, like what's going on behind me. And as you can see, it is an absolute mess back there. I am still trying to piece some things together with the wall and everything. I could really use you guys' help. I could really use y'all's help on what would be cool to put on this wall. I had just leaned things up against the wall because I didn't know what else to put up there, but I want to put some stuff that's really dope on these walls, like shelving, or, because I want to get rid of this TV. This TV is just pointless. Real talk. The flat screen TV is pointless. It's in the wrong area. It's pointless. There's no reason to even have it. So definitely, I could use some help on that, okay? I'm trying to find ways to do more with this wall because I'm going to be in this room at least for at least another 6 months to a year. So God willing. So I could really use some help and some insight on what I could add or take down from the wall. So please, any person that's an interior decorator or into design or anything of that sort, I would love to make this wall look dope as hell. I still want to keep the purple lights and everything, okay? Still like the purple lights, or the LED lights, so I could change them into any mood I want them to be. But I could really use some insight and some pointers, okay? Moving on to the next question. Wait a second. I'm trying to move this thing. Try to move a mouse with your left hand if you are right-handed. It is not.
You gotta practice.
Easy. It is not easy. I'm trying to. It's just not easy, man.
It's like brushing normally with your opposite hand.
Yes. So Shay, shout out to Shay. Good morning, Shay, and thank you for the question on Ask Pascal. Shay asked, "Who is your favorite '90s R&B group?" She said, "Say SWV." Also, I would like to know how tall all of you are, because in my world, you are all 4 feet, or however low my laptop is to the ground. LOL. Okay, so to answer that height thing, because that's easy, I'm 6'4". So I'm a tall dude, all right? I'm 6'4", all right? Jack, how tall are you?
Just right underneath that 6 foot mark.
Yeah, that's a lie.
If I wear extra thick socks.
Yeah, super thick socks, you mean. Yeah. No, but how tall are you?
It's about 6 foot.
6 foot.
Yeah. 5'11" and a half.
Yeah, sure, whatever you want to say. 5'11",
warm outside.
5'11" and a half and 5/4. And David.
I'm just 5'10", pretty average there.
Okay, so you guys are about the same height. Okay, that's what's up. I mean, I haven't seen Jack in the flesh in probably over a year now. It's been a minute now because of all this social distancing. But yeah, I mean, I've never met David in person ever. Just a fun little side note, guys. Excuse me, never met him in person. Period. But I've always thought he was about that height. Actually, I thought you were like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, just like to think of me shorter.
I also think it's because of the angle of the camera and everything. You know what I'm saying? So then you look at it and you're going, he's probably this height. You know what I mean? Like T, right? He's 5'9". I remember him telling me that. He is 5'9". When I see him, I'm like, I thought he would be like tall and lanky. Like about my height and just really, because he's skinny. He's a skinny guy. You know what I mean? So I always thought he would be something like that. You know what I'm saying? But who is your favorite R&B female R&B group from the 90s? Man, that's tough to say, man. In Vogue, because those girls had a powerhouse of voices. They were a powerhouse. And I don't think that they had enough opportunities to really make like more music. They had they had really great songs, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they could have done more, but everything stopped for some weird reason, you know? And I could say Destiny's Child, but it really was just Beyonce. I mean, really, it was Beyonce. So that's what I would say. I mean, you know, they had a lot of catchy songs, Destiny's Child, in the 90s. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? And I loved SWV, but In Vogue for me just had those bangers. You know what I'm saying? TLC. But that's just me. TLC was dope too, but see, when I think of R&B, to me they fall into the pop realm. They're more pop, and because they're not really singy. You see what I'm saying? They're not very singy. When I think of R&B, I'm thinking of somebody who's going to actually, you know, they're gonna sing. They're not just singing, you know, and like talky singy. You know what I mean? They're actually singing, and that's what In Vogue did. They were just an amazing group of women with some of the most powerful voices in the 90s, I think. You know what I mean? And like I said, it was just unfortunate. Like they had their moment, and then it was over. You know, I'm like, damn, they could have had a lot more longevity if they had the actual chance. You know? But that's a good question. Let's see. Where's and then people started having conversations. Okay, Immortal asked another question. Like, you know, in the Discord, they're answering the questions that are being asked to me. You know what I'm saying? So Immortal asks also, because there's another one here too. But what's Pascal's favorite beer, wine, hard liquor, malt liquor? Includes wine coolers if you want. And if you don't drink alcohol, what's your favorite drink to relax? Relax. What's so funny? I'm confused.
Because I know the answer to this one.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, actually, you know what? Jack, why don't you answer that one? Go ahead. Let me see if you're right.
It's Zima with Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, you're an asshole. Okay, first off,
I was expecting Pascal 40 hands.
Yeah, the 40 hands, like Four Locos. You know, I'm just really into Four Locos. No. Okay, so I didn't drink in high school, like at all. And Jack knows this, okay? But when I hit college, you know, it was kind of like, all right, it's time to be able to like have a little fun and drink some alcohol, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, and actually I grew up in a very European family or a European background. And to answer, somebody just asked a question. I think it was a lady 747 asking me where my family is from. My family's from Haiti. So we have a very European, I had a very European upbringing. So when it comes to alcohol, when it comes to wine and whatnot, I mean, we were allowed to have like a little glass of wine at dinner with the family, so on and so forth. It wasn't like all the time, but it would just be every once in a while. So it was like, you know, alcohol was around, but it wasn't anything that it was like, not one of those things where I felt compelled or obligated to like hide freaking peppermint schnapps so I can go and drink it and at somebody's house type thing. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of friends did in high school. They would just hide all their liquor and then try to throw it out, like, and try to use it, drink it as quickly as they can on the weekend and get all jacked up and all that stuff. So anyway, I was just brought up a little different. So when it came to that, when I went to college, started to try out alcohol in a more recreational thing, like being out and everything. So I found Zima. And that stuff was delicious. It was not. It tasted like Sprite to me. It wasn't that big of a deal. Like, and like I said, for somebody who didn't drink at the time, I felt like it was a nice segue into, you know, drinking. You know what I mean? Obviously, I've graduated since then, but obviously I graduated since then. And, but, so we have this rum, and it's still my favorite rum. It's a Haitian rum called Barbancourt. And it's delicious. It's absolutely, and it's strong as hell. But if you mix that with a Coke, Diet Coke, you know, Pepsi, whatever, it is the most amazing cocktail in the world. And that's something like if I was drinking, because I stopped drinking a few months back, just to kind of reboot, you know, get back into fitness, work out and all that. So when I used to drink, it would be something like that, or, you know, I was big into Jack Daniels. Hold on, I was big into Jack.
Good
I love you, Jack. No, Jack Daniels.
I'm already married.
Yeah, he's like, but I thought you were.
This was before I was married.
I was gonna say you just said too late, buddy, too late. But anyway, Jack Daniels is like my drink of choice if I'm just gonna go to the bar. Remember when we used to go to bars, guys? Remember that thing? So if I was gonna go out and just have like a cheap drink, that kind of thing, it would be like a Jack and Coke. You know, something simple. You know, and that's it, really. I don't really go and venture off and do anything crazy, you know. So as far as alcohol goes, that's kind of what I would do. The drink that I drink now to relax, this is going to sound really funny, but you know Pellegrino? Mm-hmm. Pellegrino? You guys may have seen me drinking on the show live. Okay, so Pellegrino is just basically soda water, right? But it's delicious. In my personal opinion, it's delicious. I'm trying not to drink as much soda anymore. Like I've been switching up my diet like a mug, right? So now I've been taking those Mio little
energy packets.
They're not like packets,
they're flavor packets.
They're like it's like a flavor juice, I guess. Syrup,
like this little powder sweetener type thing?
No, it's a little squirt.
It's like a squirt
liquid
thing. Yeah, it's a liquid thing. Okay. So I usually take a squirt of that, whatever flavor it may be, and then I'll pour the Pellegrino in there, and it's freaking delicious, right? So that's kind of my thing now, to like chill out and relax and do my thing. You know what I mean? CG or CCG just asked us a question. She said, Good morning. 2 questions. What kind of music you like the most? And do you speak Spanish or French? You have no accent when speaking some words in Spanish. Second, Haiti is mentioned by you, I think. Not pretty sure when during one of your shows. So do you speak French? Sorry. A third one, have you ever been abroad to other countries? Okay. So so Haiti's native language is Creole. So I speak that like broken, really. I understand it better than I actually do speak it. I speak a little bit of French, and then I just know a little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit of Italian, and that's about it. I know a little Russian as well. Don't ask a whole other Charles Dickens story on that. And no, I'm not like some sleeper spy for some MK Ultra type of BS. Don't worry, none of that. But at the same time, I do know a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? But it's never been something that I've like dived in and learned. Oh, and I know a little German as well. But it's not like something I've just sat there and just like learned and engulfed myself into that culture or into that language. So I do have the accent when I speak, so on and so forth. But I do appreciate that question. Have I ever been abroad? Okay, so when I was growing up until basically about a couple years past back, every summer I would go to Haiti with my family. It would be like a summer trip every single year, so that I feel like not only just so we could see our family and everything, but we would also understand where my family came from, where my father and my mother came from. They came from nothing, and they came to this country and were able to find success, and were able to be, they worked hard, and they were able to find success in a completely different country, starting with zero money in their pockets. You know what I'm saying? So it's for us to go back home, to Haiti, not only for us to see our family. I think it's a wake up call, or it's also a humbling experience to actually appreciate the things that we do have that may be luxuries, would be considered luxuries in Haiti, but they're actually simple things that we take for granted in America. And the funny thing is that I didn't realize that when I was a kid. But as you grow up and you become an adult, you realize the reason behind those trips. But Haiti is not the only place I've gone to. I've been to Italy, Luxembourg, Austria, France, Germany, Spain. That's it. I've never been to Russia or anything further east, but I've always wanted to see more. I've always wanted to see South Africa, Tokyo, just to answer that question, Australia. I've always wanted to see Australia. And those are kind of on my bucket list of places I want to see before I leave this planet type thing. So that's definitely something that I've been interested in doing for sure. Let's see. Everybody talking about this pink hoodie. So yeah. It wasn't the pink hoodie I was wearing last night, by the way. Let's see. Okay, another one. Okay, a couple serious questions, okay? This is from Shay. What would you name your boat if you had one? Whoa. Okay. And what's a body part that you wouldn't mind missing? Oh, yes. And what is the worst purchase you've ever made in your life? Oh, my God. That is
Before you answer, I got to go. I got to say bye to everybody.
Okay.
Bye. See you, man.
Oh, wait. You can't leave yet. Hold up. Or send me the question.
You just want the one question? Okay.
Yeah, just that one question.
Someone's going to call in? Okay.
I mean, I hope somebody does call in. I just haven't opened up the phone lines. Actually, let me open up the phone lines right now real quick. Okay. Phone lines are open. Give me a call. Somebody type in the number because I got a bunch of windows open right now. 314-766-4581. Here's an opportunity for you to play a little pop quiz hot shot right now. Win yourself $50 via Cash App. If you Skype in, you get more monies. Okay, I'm dead ass. If we get to see you on video, you get to win a little bit more monies. Okay? So give us a call, 314-766-4581. I'm opening up the phone lines now. As I'm saying this thing, what would I name a boat? I've never thought about that. I heard a boat is a nuisance, so I'm just gonna say kerfuffle. That's what I would name the boat. Cluster F, but actually spelled out the full word, not F. Cluster F, one word. Yes, that's what I would name the boat. Body part I wouldn't mind losing. My pinky.
Do you mind?
Go ahead.
Think of yourself in like a kayak or a sailboat or what? What do you got there?
Oh, a yacht, baby. Oh, a yacht?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? No, it's going to be like, you know what I mean? Living the life like it's golden, 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 golden. Okay? Phone lines are open again. 314-766-4581. Give me a call. If you want to win $50 right now, give me a call. We only got Jack, I'm assuming, for a few more minutes, maybe? A few more seconds, probably. So, 314-766-4581. Yeah, pinky. My pinkies, I think. Because, I could use everything else. You know what I mean? I guess my pinkies. Because, I was thinking like my ear, but then, how would I wear a mask? You know what I'm saying? Or any of those things. So I'm like, all right, pinkies, I guess. Pinky toes. Because then you don't have to see them.
I think you need those for balance, don't you?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm right. Dangerous
Go
question.
for a middle one.
Or a middle one, yeah. One of my toes. Just not the important ones. You know what I mean? Maybe the middle toe. Because nobody has to see that except when I'm going swimming. You know what I'm saying? No one has to actually see my feet. That would be sucky though. Depending on what toe is taken off, putting on thong sandals would be a pain in the dick.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be a pain in the dick. Okay, next question. Oh, worst purchase I've ever made in my life. That's a very good question. I couldn't even answer that one right now. I'm gonna have to think about that one and come back to you. Immortal Badass. This is gonna be the last question of Ask Pascal. The dangerous question: who is the worst person that appeared on your show? Who was the best? Okay. I can't answer that. I can't answer that for various reasons. But one of the best I ever had was Tony Roberts. Not Tony Robbins. Tony Roberts, comedian. Hilarious dude. Hilarious. I laughed so hard the entire time that the next day my stomach was sore. That's how much I was laughing. How often, like how funny the dude was. Like he was just on it the entire time. Another one, LeVar Ball, was pretty damn amazing. You know what I mean? So nobody wants to call in and win $50?
I know who your worst was because you already had called him out the day of the show after the show.
Oh.
Because the guy who was on his phone that whole time.
Clint Coley. Yeah, he's not one of the worst. He's not one of the worst. He just was being rude for no reason, and that really he was
worst
one,
in that way.
He
Just
was
like
one of the worst.
Non-engaging.
He was one of the worst, but one of the worst was somebody else that I recently interviewed, and it was just a nightmare. Just trying to get everything, just doing the interview was a nightmare. So that's as far as I can go on that particular topic because the thing is if I was Oprah, like Oprah level, where I could just talk to anybody however I want and all that stuff, then I would keep it straight funky with you. But given the fact that I'm still a person trying to rise up, any little bit helps nowadays with the connections that you have, and you definitely don't want this to bite me in the ass later. But okay, guys, I mean, sure, nobody
You have to
wants
do the double
win.
down next week, man. $100 next week.
I mean, it's a damn shame. Nobody wants to make money. Nobody
put
wants to make some free money.
The phone number on the screen or something.
Mr. Super's going to call.
Oh, nobody put the phone number in there?
I don't know what it is.
It's in the description.
Oh, I thought, okay, 314. I was like, guys, put it in for me.
Let's see here.
That didn't sound right. Put the number, phone number. Guys, put it in for me. No.
We already know what you think of Jack, man.
Yeah,
You don't have to elaborate.
I love Jack. 314-766-4581. 314-766-4581. You can FaceTime me. You make some more money. You call me. You make some more money. Okay? So, don't be shy. Give me a call. Pick up the phone. And let's play some pop quiz hot shot. Y'all, don't be shy, mother lovers. Damn. What is wrong? Nobody wants to make money?
Here, the topic. Let me tell you the 2 topic options you have.
There you go. There you go. Let's do it.
It could be about Pascal or serial killers.
Ooh, okay. Hold up. We got a phone call. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yo, it's Mr. Super Pat, Pascal Show.
What's up, man? Hey,
go, man.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I can't complain. I'm so happy to be calling right now.
I appreciate it, man. Okay, so you ready to win the possibility of winning $50 live on the show right now?
I am, but I have a question for you first.
Oh, okay.
For Ask Pascal.
Yes.
You talk about your father and your love for him. What did he pass on to you that you treasure the most?
Wow. Good question. Okay. What did he pass on to me that I treasure the most? His ability to be the most honest and most open person ever. His honesty and his emotional what's the word? Vulnerability. Like he was one of he was really one of the realest men I ever known. And any question you asked him, he was straight honest and straight funky with you. And his work ethic. He was a workaholic, and that's what I loved about him because that's me all day. He did everything for his family. So yeah, that's a good question. You got me all misty-eyed and stuff. But yeah, his ability to be just emotionally available and honest. That was my dad.
That's it.
So thank you for asking.
Wonderful.
That. Wow. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Super.
Thank you, brother.
You want to hold up. All right, I'm ready, Jack.
Hold up, Jack. Hold up. So, hold up. So, it is time for. Oh, you can barely hear it. Dang. There we go. There it is. Time for Pop Quiz Hot Shot, man. All right, there's an opportunity for you to win $50 right now via Cash App. You just got to answer one question right, Mr. Super. I got my fingers crossed for you. Jackie, what's the game today?
All right, I got 2 options for you. Do you want to have a question reference to Pascal, or do you want to have a question about a serial killer?
I'll go Pascal.
Okay. So this is a spelling challenge.
Dear God.
I want you to spell Pascal's last name without Googling. It is Buff.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, jeez.
Sounds very French.
EAUBUF?
Nah. Is that your final answer?
Yes, that was my final answer.
Oh, wrong. I'm so sorry, my brother. I am so sorry. That is.
Should we give him a second question?
Yeah, maybe not something that has to do with my last mother-loving name. Okay. Okay, you get one more chance, brother. One more chance.
I'm gonna go with the serial killer route here. What serial killer was referred to as the killer clown that would kill and then dispose of the bodies of his victims in the crawl space of his house in Chicago?
You got to answer in 10
Like
seconds.
John Wayne Casey.
John Wayne Casey. Ding, ding, ding. You won.
I got that one good.
Yeah, baby. Thank you so much for playing, Mr. Super. Hey, do me a favor. Text that very number, your Cash App. I'll make sure you get Cash Apped today. Right when the show's over, I'll make sure you just got yourself $50.
I'll be honest with you, Pascal.
Say that again?
I'm not taking your $50, so I'm not going to take a Cash App, so just put it right back into the donation.
Wow. Well, thank you. Damn.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, thanks,
Thank
Mr.
you
Super.
for the past year. I've learned so much. I'm so happy to have found your show, man.
Wow, man. Mr. Super, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. You're the bomb, man.
You guys take care. Have a good day. Have a
You
good weekend.
too. Thanks, man.
Thanks,
You too.
everybody. Jose, Deb, Bob, what's up?
Love you, brother. Have a good one, man. Peace.
All right. Take care, guys.
See ya.
Well, shoot. That was cool.
Now I got to real go.
Okay.
So, peace.
Well, peace. Peace, man. Well, that was quick, but that was dope. I do appreciate him giving back. Damn. Well, I had money I wanted to give. I had money I wanted to burn. You know what I'm saying? Still an opportunity, though. I'm going to do it one more time. Why not? Why not, right? Why not? Right?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Okay. So, phone lines are still open. I'm going to have them open for the next 2 minutes, okay? And then we actually got to start wrapping up the show. 314-766-4581. Mr. Super wanted to re-gift the money back into the show. I want to re-gift it back out to the show. So I appreciate Mr. Super for doing that. That's really dope. So give me a call. 314-766-4581. You get an opportunity to win some monies. You get a chance to win some monies, y'all. One last time. Trying to think of maybe, David, maybe you can find a good question maybe whilst I put this together. 314-766-4581. So, also...
I got an easy one.
Okay,
for them
cool.
If they ever call.
Yeah. 314-766-4581, guys. Don't be shy. Give us a call. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got 1 more minute, and then the window closes. 1 more minute, and the window closes. You want to win $50? I know somebody could really appreciate that $50. Just saying. No pressure. Everyone's doing it. All the cool kids do it. Give us a call. 314-766-4581. Please just don't take the Pascal question. That's right. That's right. That's right. Wait, so you're on. Ooh, I got a phone call. Ooh, we got more phone calls. Okay, the first one, just hear this. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Will. I'm calling from Kentucky.
Will from Kentucky. What's up, man? You ready to play a little game?
I'm willing to try.
Right on, man. Well, it is time for a little bit of Pop Quiz Hot Shot. You get an opportunity to win $50 right now via Cash App. You just have to answer one question. One question to rule the world. You ready to play this game, brother? You
yes,
ready?
Sir.
Okay. What's the game, David?
All right. Well, Pascal question is what is
Okay.
what is the color of Pascal's favorite hoodie?
Wow.
Pascal's favorite hoodie. Man, I just actually started watching the Pascal Show, so I'm still kind of getting in. I love videos.
Thank you.
I'm going to take a wild guess and go with purple.
Close.
No. But Very, very close. Very, very close. Thank you so much for calling in and playing. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, man. Cheers.
Everyone's answering it now.
Yeah, everyone's going. But what's up?
Yeah, Malia can still call and answer.
Well, yeah, everybody's like, it's pink. It is pink. Actually, you guys see me in the pink hoodie a lot. That's what it is. It's not my favorite hoodie color, but all right. Pick something else that's not Pascal oriented, okay?
Okay.
Hey.
What?
You're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
G'day from Australia. How you going, Pascal?
Hey, Malia. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am very, very good. You know what I mean? Can't complain. Life is good. We're still alive and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? You know, we're another day above this ground is a blessing. What are you going to say, Malia?
Yeah, I was about to say it's great to catch you around when I can get you at this hour. Being a Saturday morning, I can watch the show, but I always try and tune in when I can.
I really do appreciate that. And it is Saturday. It's the future over there. I keep forgetting that. It's Saturday morning over there, y'all. Saturday morning. And I love the accent. Mark Jones said, I love her accent. I love the accent, too. It's awesome. It is awesome as hell. So you ready to play this game? Pop Quiz Hot Shot.
Yes, I am. Make it an easy one.
Make it an easy one? Hell no! Okay. What is the question today for Miss Malia from Down Under? David.
All right. So, what is let me get this organized real quick. Okay. What is one of the first 3 animated movies made by Disney?
What are the 3 animated movies?
Ooh.
No, one of the first 3.
One of the first 3 animated movies made by Disney. Ooh, that's a tough one. You just have to pick one.
Can anyone help me in chat?
No.
Sorry, do I just have to pick one?
You just have to pick one. Just one.
Oh.
You can't Google. No Google, love.
Let me just do. Do you want me to do Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs?
Yep, that's the first one actually. So you got it perfect.
Wait, that was the first one? Wow. Hey, congratulations, sweetheart. Bang. You just won $50. There it is. Man, finally somebody.
Good job.
Somebody.
Pascal. Thank you, Pascal. Can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
When we had Joseph on the other day that needed a bit of help,
yes.
I really wanted to download the CashApp app and wanted to donate, and I was unable to because we in Australia don't have access to CashApp.
Oh.
So I want to donate what I wanted to pledge and my winnings to Joseph as part of my donation to him via CashApp.
That is dope. Wow, Malia, you're amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm sure Joseph will really appreciate that. I will make sure that that is taken care of. And I'll make sure he knows that it is from you. Real talk. That is tremendous.
Thank you so much.
You're incredible, Malia. I really do appreciate you doing that. Seriously, real talk.
Thank you. And you guys are incredible with what you do. So we're just sharing the love around. But yeah, thank you, everyone. And thanks for the loving chat. Yeah. I'll catch you all around soon.
We'll see you soon, okay, Malia? Stay up there. Stay up from down under, and stay safe out there, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks,
everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, all. See ya.
Take care.
Oh, that was awesome. Wow. Joseph will be very appreciative of that as well, and I'll make sure that happens for him today. Wow. All you guys are amazing. You know what I mean? Mr. Super was like, hey, that was fun, but I'm going to give the money back. I'm just going to give it back to the show. And I really do appreciate it because technically he was the first winner. You know what I'm saying? But he just wanted to re-gift it, which is dope. But I wanted to re-gift it back. I think this is the only time that re-gifting is okay. You feel me? It's the only time that re-gifting is okay. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing, Mr. Super. What a treat today's show is. Thank you. No, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. I'm saying this, and I'm going to say this a million times over. Because, obviously this is money that is coming from me. but I am definitely looking for organizations or sponsors that are interested in backing this thing, where once every week I'm able to give. Every Friday, my goal is to be able to give back to the family. Family Appreciation Day, whatever you want to call it. I haven't named it anything, but this is the time that we start to give back because we are all in dire need of something, right? And you just saw, proof positive. You have two amazing individuals who actually won that money and wanted to give it back. You see what I'm saying? Wanted to give it to somebody or re-gift it right back into the show. And that's incredible. You know what I'm saying? You guys are all freaking phenomenal human beings. You guys are the best family in the world. I just want to say that as loud as I can without getting my neighbors angry. Okay? I really do appreciate all you guys for being on and all that. It's dope. Yes, Lady Justice, I did see that email. I'm sorry. When I saw it, it was late last night. So I will make sure that I do something by responding to you on that email. So thank you so much. But like I said, any other people that you know, any other companies, organizations, etc., please let me know, because I would love to be able to give back every week. That is my ongoing goal. Every single week, I'm able to give back to a family in need, to a person in need, whatever it is. We can all talk about the craziness that's going on in the world, which we will always do on this show, but I also want to make sure that my family is fed. We all deserve a place, a seat at the dinner table, because we all can get fed equally. So, with that being said, thank you guys for being on today. David, thank you so much for being on, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, it was good. I love giving. Yay! It's like the generosity is just making my heart explode. You know what I mean? It just makes my my heart is just expanding right now, and I'm so happy. And the fact that I'm going to be sending this to Joseph, I'm going to make sure, Malia, just so you know, hopefully she hasn't left yet, but Malia, I'm going to make sure that he sends you some sort of thank you. If it's a video, something. Because I want you to know that that was received and how much that really does mean to him. Because he sent me photos from last Thursday when we did that Thursday night show where we just out of nowhere just pulled together and helped him. He sent me videos, photos, etc. of his. You know what? I'm just going to show you a few things. I mean, hold on. Because, I want you guys to see this. Hold on. Shoot. I'm tripping. I want you guys to see what you guys have done for this family. And then I'm going to say my bye. Okay? One second, guys. So, he was just showing me photos of them actually getting food and water, the baby water that he was talking about, etc. You know, there are other photos of him showing his baby finally got some diapers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? For example, you know, look at that beautiful girl. Look at that beautiful putum. Look at that putum. You know what I mean? And he was just showing like, hey, you know, I went to the supermarket. You know, I was able to go to the supermarket and buy these items like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really incredible stuff. And just so you guys know, without you guys, this would not have happened. Okay? The generosity that you guys have is unbelievable. And like I said, we all have those moments where we need help, where we need an extra just that extra oomph. You know what I mean? That extra helping hand. And you guys did that. Like I said, without you guys, that would not have been even possible. So, and that's just, and I'm like I said, that's just one family. That's one. I want to see if I could do this to as many families as I bloody can while I am still on this planet. Well, my heart is still beating in this chest. If I can use this platform to help the betterment of other families and other people, then I will die a happy man. So, like I said before, I'm just going to keep repeating it. If you guys know of any people, any organizations, any sponsors, etc., that are interested in giving back and helping people that are in need, please email me, okay? DM me, whatever, okay? And that's info@thepascalshow.com, or you can DM me through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of those, okay? Please. I would really appreciate that, okay? So, and Mark Jones, we love you too, man. Said this show gives me the help I need, family and acceptance. Abso-freaking, well, I hope that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hope. I hope you guys don't feel like you're not alone when you're on this show. I may say some crazy stuff, but I do have a big heart. I know that about myself, at least. I can sit there and say that. I love people and I love you guys. Go ahead.
We wouldn't be able to do it without the help from all these people. We have very generous viewers on here that are, and it's great to see like so many people just come here to listen to us talk and then end up willing to help somebody that's really in need. It's very impressive. It is heartwarming to see that kind of thing in this year, that kind of charity from people.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of everyone that was involved with it.
Yeah. And like I said, we've only just begun. This is only the beginning, my babies. I'm telling you that right now. This is just the beginning. We're about to do something. We're about to set this thing off, but it's baby steps. We gotta get there, right? So, email me if you guys have anybody that you know or organizations that might be interested in jumping onto this wagon. You know what I mean? That I'm trying to, push up a very steep hill. Let me know. But anyway, racks on racks, absolutely, David. Racks on racks on racks. You know what I mean? Monies. Like I'd love to one day look back and go, remember that time? Like David's there with me. We're sitting there having a coffee on our elaborate $1 million set, and he's like, remember that time when we first started and we were sitting there? We ain't got this, that, and the third. And look at us now. We're giving away TVs and cars. That is the goal, my babies. That is the goal. Anyway, and I'm saying it now so that it's imprinted, time capsuled now, so that short time from now, we could look back and go, dang, we've done so much for so many families, and it's only just the beginning. Anyway, I got to get going, guys. I love every single last one of y'all. Seriously. Please join our Discord. We do have a bunch of stuff. I will be doing the trap opera thing. I promise you I will be. I didn't get a chance to do it today. We've gone way over our time today. Way over our time. But I wanted to make sure that these things were these segments were put into the show. We had to talk about a lot of stuff. And I wanted to make sure you guys were able to get a chance to win some money today. But the contest, the opportunity isn't over. There will be another one next week. So be sure to tune in on Friday. I'll be doing another giveaway. I promise you that. Trust and believe. And if you haven't done it yet, please go check out our merch store. We got some new stuff on the merch. Okay? All right? And I'll be seeing you guys soon. I might do a random call-in show tomorrow afternoon. So be on the lookout for that. I might just go live just to chop it up with you guys, talk about things and see how things are going. Just be phone calls, based on phone calls. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably put that in the Discord and on the community page to let you know what time I'm going live tomorrow. Anyway, I love all you guys. Okay? Okay? Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow around noon. All right? Be good, guys. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Peace and wellness for the holidays. Don't cancel them. Prepare, STL. Decorate. Make it as normal as you can, but slow the spread of COVID. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Watch your distance. Prepare, STL, helping St. Louisans of color prepare and prevail.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.